Go ahead.
Okay, on Gaza ceasefire, Matt, yesterday you said that U.S. believes that the obstacles at the moment are not insurmountable. How would you describe the talks today, given that there is still no breakthrough and it's day 3 and it's at a very critical week?
So I'm not going to give a day-by-day assessment of the talks, but the overall assessment that I offered yesterday has not stand. We continue to believe that the obstacles are not insurmountable and that a deal can be reached, and a deal is in the interest of Israel, it's in the interest of the Palestinian people, and it's in the interest of the broader region. So we're going to continue to push for one, but I'm not going to offer an assessment of where things stand today.
So you wouldn't describe the talks as they're at an impasse?
They are ongoing, no.
Right. And what is the U.S. understanding that the biggest sticking point is at the moment?
Nice try, but you know I'm not going to answer that one.
And would you say that it is right now up to Hamas or Israel or both of them, which one, to basically accept the deal? Or it's not like that, it is something that they have to...
So it is a negotiation. It's an ongoing process, but the point that you have heard me make and that you've heard the Secretary and other leaders of the administration make over the past few days is that Israel put a serious proposal on the table, and it's for Hamas to accept it. It's also for Hamas to engage in good faith and show that they actually want to get a deal, and we're going to continue to engage on good faith on our behalf and continue to try to get a deal over the finish line.
Have you seen in recent days that Hamas is not engaging in good faith and they actually don't want the deal?
So I think that it's hard to ever offer an assessment that a terrorist organization that attacks innocent civilians is acting wholly in good faith, but it is a negotiation, and I don't want to comment on the underlying negotiation. Go ahead, Tom. I'll come to you next slide.
The World Health Organization said yesterday that its officials had visited Shifa Hospital, where there was the treatment of 50 children suffering from severe acute malnutrition. In Kamal Adwan Hospital, 10 children had reportedly died from hunger and dehydration in recent days, and that it was overwhelmed by patients. They say the current rate of 15% of wasting among children under the age of 2 in northern Gaza suggests a serious and rapid decline. Such a decline in a population's nutritional status in 3 months is unprecedented globally. I mean, you know about this situation, so what is being done to alleviate this?
So first of all, let me say that those reports, which we saw and reviewed, are obviously heartbreaking, and it confirms what you heard the Secretary say yesterday, that not only is the situation on the ground right now in Gaza unacceptable, but it's unsustainable. It cannot continue this way. And so you have seen the United States take action to airdrop food supplies in. You have seen us take action to fund the delivery of humanitarian assistance. You have seen us announce that we are exploring a maritime option to deliver humanitarian assistance through new routes, but it still is incumbent upon the government of Israel to do more as well. Now, we did see an increase in the number of trucks that went into Israel yesterday. Around 250, 260 trucks made it in through Rafah and Kerem Shalom. That's an improvement over where we have been. We have seen some improvement in the distribution, but we need to see dramatically more go in. We need to see it go in not just through Rafah and Kerem Shalom, but we need to see it go in through a crossing in the north, and we have made very clear to the government of Israel that's what we expect, and that we expect to see improvement, and as the president said, there can be no excuses.
And he said that on Friday. The vice president's repeated it. We heard from the Secretary of State yesterday a similar message insisting that Israel facilitates more aid, and yet yesterday 14 World Food Programme trucks were blocked by the Israelis going into the north of Gaza, so they're not listening.
So I can't speak to that specific report of trucks being blocked. Sometimes trucks are blocked for legitimate reasons. Sometimes they're blocked for less than legitimate reasons. We want to see trucks move all around. There needs to be a security situation that allows them to move, and that's one of the difficult things that we have tried to work through. So what I'll say is the messages that you ticked through, that you heard the president and the vice president and the secretary deliver publicly, I can assure you that we are delivering those messages every bit as clearly, privately with Israel as well, and we expect to see action.